Welcome back to another special edition on Minecraft World of Teams. And remember the last episode where I had to cut off real quick? This is actually part 2 of that particular episode. So if you're looking for why I have not made a second part, it's just because I had to do something just to get my mind off of things. But with that being said, in return, I did a little off screen of Minecraft here. As you can see, I have 5 items right now in my hotbar here. And you're probably gonna wonder why I'm just walking around right now, but I'm not really walking anywhere, just walking to a certain location, and you're going to see why that is currently. So here's a door. Okay, I did a little off-screen building construction type somehow, so you're gonna see what this door will lead. So I'm gonna close it, preventing any other mobs, animals, chickens, as you can hear one clearly, any other mobs like sheeps, chickens, such like that. But in here, as you can see, I did a little bit of lighting. As you can see, that the whole thing is going to be quite a drop. But with that including, I'm actually currently going to show you around just to, so you know what type of, what base this is going to be. So up here, as you can see, it's a little bit of a block, but that's why I put this lever right here. I'm going to hit that, and you hear a little bit of a machine working in its effect. So I'm going to do it again so you can hear it. So I'm not going to say anything. I want you to hear what's beyond this wall. And you're going to see what I had to do just to get that. So, so basically underneath here is a sticky piston powered by only that lever right there. But if I had the lever right up here, you could still have access to it, but I decided not to put it there. And I just put it right here, so it's a little easier to access it. And I was thinking this could be your kitchen, right up in here. But as of right now, as you clearly can see, there ain't no light. So I'm going to put a little light up in here, right here. So that's why I put, that's why I have the pumpkin, which is only a jack-o'-lantern, as you can see what the name was. I'm currently using them as brighter light. So then you're gonna use, if you take this idea from me, I mean, it's okay. I ain't stopping you. It's okay, not a big deal. Down here, as you can see, I put glass as your walking path so that you don't end up falling down a 2-block gap. You won't be able to get back up unless you mine the sides or something. But I put a torch underneath, and I put a glass there so that it still lights up the area, and up here above too, and right here. As you can see, that's as of right now, this is only where, if you decide to, this is only up to you. You can put your enchantment table right here, or here if you wanted, or right here in the middle. It don't matter. So I like it right here in the corner. I mean, it's not my team, but so I basically like it right there. And if you want to, let's say the kitchen idea. So let's see. So if you want, this is only up to you. This is only if you like this idea. So I'm gonna mine that right here and place a crafting table inside the wall. And guess what? You still have the same effect, except it's in the wall. Now the same idea with the furnace, same idea. You can still use it. And it's in the wall. Not a big deal. But now, with that out of the way, now there's one room that I did not show, which is over here. If I can hop up these little ledges. Up in here, I am actually going to put some light up in here. I mean, there is some light, so I'm going to mine that. And I'm actually going to show you what this room is basically going to be like. So if you want, let's say, this little room back here, have this little bed back here. But if you want to be protected in some way, I would prefer an iron door, just to be safe, really. But if monsters do spawn here, you want to make sure there are buttons, not pressure plates, because one, monsters still can get in. So I'm going to place one here, allows you to still get it in, but door closes behind you. Not a big deal. And you're going to get out that easy. And then up in here, it's a little bit of a little light, but not too bad. So then I'm going to, let's see, break this wall here, put that up in here so it's a little brighter. Because you know monsters will spawn anywhere they wish. Of light levels of 7 or lower. Just keep that in mind. If you are intense of monster killing, then monsters won't be no match for you. But if you are so worried about monsters, of them killing you, don't have places like the place I'm at right now, currently, have light levels of low of 7. Keep that in mind. Really, everyone. Literally, everyone. Just keep in mind, light levels of low of 7 or 7 or lower will help you to survive in some ways. So just keep that in mind. Now, that's not all what I'm going to show you here. There is something else that I made too, and you're going to see what I have to do to get up to it. And I do have items on my hands, but there are stacks of 2 of the same item. You're going to see which ones those are. And as of right now, if I did this in survival, I would use those items on certain blocks, and you're going to see which ones. There's a bit of a difference, in case you didn't see this. So right now, I'm going to, since I kind of show you around just a little bit, but there's one particular spot that I have not shown you, and I'm going to show you that right now, but only in survival. And as you can see in my inventory here, I have stacks of ladders, and I have 64 of them. Why? Well, you're gonna see what I'm doing currently. You're gonna try your best. If you take this from me, it's okay. Like I said, I'm a master at Minecraft, but there are some people that are way better masters than I am. Knows exactly what to do and how to survive, and knows how to do this and such that. You know what? It's okay. It happens. Now, I'm in a location here, as you can see, that it's just a little outhouse. You're protected on the inside. Light above, light on the sides, but unfortunately the lights below you ain't no matter. Why bother? I mean, you still got light up in here. But when it comes to nighttime, you got a problem, because there ain't no light up in here. So I want to be up in this outhouse at night, because you never know what to expect these days of monsters. So down we go. And when you're doing this, you want to make sure two things. Make sure you don't move your character whatsoever. If you have walls, if you don't have any walls like I have here, no walls to guard you, guide you back down. Because if you get off that ladder, you hurt yourself. Just keep that in mind. And then there's another location that you can get back out. Right here. Make sure you have enough ladders just to do this. Okay? As you can see, I only needed one ladder stack. That's all I needed. Now, if you had an idea of making a room like right up here, right up there, and it's okay. You can make that and put a ladder there. That's totally up to you. But as you can see, I put nether racks up in here, and that's what they are. Those are nether racks, flared already, which means that they're already engulfed in flame on the top block, on the top of the block, and they will always stay alight, meaning that the fire will never go out. So if you had a fireplace, netherrack is the best idea to have a fireplace with, just in a netherrack, because it will just stay alight the whole time. So it's always good to have that in hand. If you don't have that, there is one location I can tell you, but I have to show you where, though. And it's just another part of the world you can get to, but unfortunately, I might have to do a separate video for that. Currently, so that's basically the main base of Team Brown. So in case you guys didn't know what color that was, you can tell the color here. It's brown. And up here, the stained glass is brown. Everything around it is brown. So, Team Brown is right here. Keep in mind, if you have an idea of where you think a team would be, leave it in the comments below, and I'll most certainly consider it being a good team base. But it has to be a color. Of the 16 colors that does exist in Minecraft, it has to be one of the 16. So far, we have made, I'm going to show you one that's on the way over here, and Team Blue. That's the second one we did, but I had to do two separate episodes for that. And Team Red, right over here. As you can see, it's a nice little security system that I made with it. But unfortunately, it's not working because one, the other side is active, as you can see right here. So I'm going to deactivate that so it opens that. And then you're going to close it, just like that. But if you need to know how, what you probably was seeing one of the videos I made for Team Red of how to build a sealed door. So if you missed that video, look it up. It's there. That's only if you wish to. So only up to you. Now, as you can see, there is a Bedrock City, which actually this is, I'm going to call it, because as you can see, everything around me, except for the lighting, Bedrock City. So it's like little paths of bedrock, which the villagers still considered it's a city, or a town, or a village, because there's doors that they can walk into, and at night, they can still walk right into doors, which I'm going to show you here real quick. Turn it at tonight and see what happens. So I really want to pass the time here and see if the villagers can register a couple of these doors here. See, he's having a hard time. Like, there's so many doors. Which one am I going to go to? Oh boy. Where am I going to go? Where am I going to go? Come on. Oh. I'm stuck. Uh-oh. I'm stuck. Yeah, you indeed you are. Here, let me kind of stop you there, buddy. There he goes. And he goes. Now, so he's in there. Now, nice and safe. Now, just keep in mind, if you want to build a city like this, hint, you must be in creative. Otherwise, if you mislocate the bedrock and survival, you won't be able to mine it unless you're in creative. So the best idea is to do this in creative, because bedrock is the only block is it's like indestructible. It won't be able to be broken. Not at all. So let's say you are in survival and you put a bomb there. Still, it sits there perfectly. So as you can see that the screen is a little bit dark, but it's okay. Now I'm going to turn that into the daytime. So I'm going to turn that so that you can see everything. I only did that just for a short period, so you can see where all the villagers would go currently. And as you can see, I was doing little bombing tests, as you can see. This is one of them. This island was pretty much like all sand, and then I kind of did a bomb test. I have it in attentional tests for bomb subjects. And then there's one up here, as you can see. I was clearly just doing my own time, just to waste a little bit of time. But you know, that's just me, I guess. So I was thinking for like grass, like the actual grass, believe it or not, I could, if I wanted, have it in the water but with green blocks. So on the inside looks green, but it'll be in water. So how would you get to it is the question. No idea? Well, find out on the next episode to find out. Because that's what I'm going to be doing next, is putting a grass, like an actual green team is actually what's going to be called, green team. In case you're wondering why I'm calling it that. Don't mind my game, it's just loading each block. Just don't mind it at all. And I'm going to find a location here that I can use currently, and I will then probably see you guys in the next episode, or just waste a little bit more time, or probably, who knows, or do half of it, probably, if I can find a location quick enough here. This location right here looks promising. Kinda does, actually. As a matter of fact, it is promising. So, and indeed looks promising. So the best way to make an underwater green team, which is not the best idea for that, but in my opinion, will look awesome. In my opinion. So what I'm gonna do is put, since your green team, and it's gonna be a house underneath the water. So the best way to do that is to build the house all in good pieces. And make sure one thing. Get rid of all the water. Otherwise it's not gonna look good. Because if you didn't get rid of the water, you've got a problem there. You really do, honestly. So I would say do this in creative, because I mean, it's up to you. This is I mean, it's your game if you want to do it, if you want to follow my lead if you want, but it's okay. I'm going to probably do half of this, try to do at least one like part of what I need to do here. So let's go in the menu here and see what we need. Since it's going to be the team green, okay, anything that is green colored, but just remember, if you are underneath the water and you're outside of it and you did like a bomb, like the TNT, if you put that in the water, still ignite it, you can, but it won't destroy any of the blocks around it. It just will slide across the floor of the ocean. It just goes boom. Won't do any destruction. I even tested that, actually, as a matter of fact. And I did one ignition, and it just blew one explosion, but the rest didn't exploded. They just stayed there. So what I did was just ignite each one of them, and everything around it just stayed the same. It's crazy. But besides all that, hold on one second. Don't mind the noise. Better. It's better in here. And also want to say a few things here as well. I'm building here, but before I say those things before I even grab the items, I'm gonna tell you which blocks you're gonna need. Anything that's green colored block, anything that's a solid block that's green. So that could be a block of emerald. But if the easiest block you can get to is green, the easiest I can say would be getting the cactuses and putting them in the furnaces, cooking them up, and if you want to actually harvest the cactus, I will show you a separate video for that, so you have a way to harvest it every time. It's like 3 blocks tall, and you can mine like from the second block up. So you would mine the middle block, and then it gets rid of the top block as well, so you don't have to keep going from top to the second. Just mine the second one. But if you collect those cactuses, you can cook them, and you get believe it or not, you can get this cactus green, which you can't really see in my screen here, so it's not a big deal. But you can get cactus green from cactuses itself, which you have to cook them, which I'm going to do a special episode for that. So it's going to be really quick, not big of a deal, but it's what it is. But it might take a little time just to get all the cactuses you need. So I would say plant 1 block on each block that it can be planted on, which I'm going to show you what you need for that. But I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to use, well, since I'm in creative, I can use any green block that does exist in the game. So I'm going to go with block of emerald. I'm going to go with that, but if you guys are in survival, I would say the easiest block, like I said, green wool is the easiest, I could say, that you can actually collect. The easiest you can get. But again, I'll show a special episode a special episode for Cactus Green, the actual dye color, and then get a lot of wool, and you're gonna need it because you're gonna get a lot of them. I would say at least 8 stack of 64 of those. So 8 stacks of green wool of what you're gonna need. But since I'm in creative, I'm gonna do this pretty quick. So just don't mind me. I'm just blabbing my mouth. Since it's gonna be underwater, I would say no windows, because what if you accidentally broke it? Water comes through it. Or what you could do, I'm going to show you a special effect that is going to change that course of water coming through your window. There's something I can do just to get that effect, to fix that problem really. So you're going to see that. And you're definitely going to need a way of entering from surface down. So you're going to need any wooden door of any kind, or you prefer an iron door, that's up to you. It's totally up to you. Any door of any kind. So I'm going to put it that any door of any kind. So that could mean jungle door, spruce door, birch door, acacia door, or dark oak door, any of that. Oak, like the one I have currently. But don't mind my autosave. I don't like it personally. It just gives me my downfall. It just does. That is okay. But as long as it doesn't take too long. Oh, hi there. Alright, so like I said, you're going to need a green block of any kind, a door of any kind, and then a blast resistance block. So that would mean like stone, cobblestone, things that can be blast resistance. So it won't do much destruction as much. So, like I said, a blast resistance would assist you. That's because it's going to be on a surface above water, is what I'm trying to say. So, I would say, let's see, I'm going to use stone, since it's right here. But once you mine the stone, personally, you get cobblestone. So you're going to use that instead of stone, unless you have like a home already. You can cook the cobblestone into stone, and then you've got some right there. So then I'm going to go right about, I would say, right here. About 4 blocks wide, and then about 3. So 4 by 3. You're going to need. I would say 4 by 4 because it's going to make it a lot easier on you, actually, because you need the space to actually get in there. If I can place, wow, there we go. Now I'm cooking here somewhere, if I ever get it rolling. So if you place it like a place like this, where there's just 2 blocks in between, so it's half block taller than the other. So like you see here, it's 2 blocks tall, so you can't really get into it. So then I would just place it here if you have places like that, or if you have places like this where it's matching from 4 to 4. So then you would have 2 doors sitting there. But since I had this feature, I would just use 1 door, since I only have 2 blocks width from the middle point of 4 blocks. So then what you're going to do, like I said, you're going to put this up 3 blocks on each side. Then you're going to place one here. That's only if you have just one door. But if you had 2 doors, it'll be like this. So it'll be a 2 by 2 width, pretty much. But since I don't have that, I just have 1 by 2. And that's what the door is going to be. Then, in the back, you're pretty much going to get rid of the back, pretty much. And then you're going to put it as far as you can go without me destroying any blocks. Would be awesome. And you're going to go about there so that at least it's over the water, at least. Then you're going to go the same length. So you're going to go like this right here. So you're going to go, see if I can match it, and it does indeed. Then I'm going to go here. And then you're going to put a block right here. And then what you're going to do is that put a way of getting down safely is the matter of this. So you're going to all the way across here. Like I said, I'm going to do this half of this because I am currently almost running out of time. So it's not a good idea to run out of time. So I'm going to do this quick. Try to get this done and then do one more just like it on the other side if I can, if I'm quick enough. If I'm quick enough, that'll be awesome. There. So you're going to have it like this, but I'm going to leave it just the way it is for now on this. So then, like I said, I'm just going to leave it the way it is because I don't know what I'm going to do with the top yet. And then from here, you're going to get rid of just those 2. So it actually, so that when you have a way of getting down, so you have a ladder going down, like maybe right here, and then just get down that easy. But either way. And then from over here, you're probably going to do a secret entrance just to get away from chaos if there's monsters on that other side. So you have 2 ways of getting to your exit here. So then you're going to go, if we can get rid of that cow there. So you're going to go, like I said, the same length door here, since there's 4 blocks. The same length as the base. So then you're going to go, like I said, put it at 3 blocks, and then once you have the 2 block width, you're going to place it like that. And then you're going to get rid of the back here. And then you're going to do this all the way to the water until it's deep enough to your likings. So I would say about here. And then I'm going to do the same here. And then put a block right here. Then go all the way around. And then you're going to, like I said, just to match. So I think it'll be easier if I do it like this, so it's a lot quicker. So I think I'm getting close to running out of time here, so I want to make sure this is complete before I start the other half. Because I want to make sure I have enough time to make the actual additional half. So then I'm going to place this here so that no any mobs get into it. So just keep in mind, if you want to make sure you do this right, makes it easier. So one is higher than the other. That ain't not even a problem. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. And I'm going to sit right here. As you can see, the other side ain't completed yet. So I'm just going to leave it like that. So if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. And until next time, we are still going to be building Green Team on the next episode. So catch you guys in the next episode of Minecraft World of Teams. Catch you guys then.